Hello, this is Jonrel
I'm Joni.
of JIP Migrate, and welcome back again to the JIP podcast, where we share educational materials and latest news about migration to Europe and basically anything else that we would think interesting to discuss. So, which includes our topic for today. Our topic for today would be the blue zones of the world. So, very interesting term. And before we have researched this, we didn't know about anything about the blue zones. It's very unfamiliar. Have you had any experience before with blue zones, the term?
Before, no, I haven't
Before
heard
this?
it.
No. All right. So, yeah, basically, the blue zones of the world are places on Earth that have people well into their 100 years old. So there you go. Like people who get to be very, very old, they get past 100, and you'll be amazed what kind of people those are. And in the world, actually, there's only five places as of now, officially, that can be considered blue zones. All right. And two of those are in Europe. So that's why we got very interested and we started reading about it, got really amazed. Yeah, what do you think? Like, personally, your impression when we were reading about the blue zones?
I'm amazed because they can reach those long life expectancies.
Yes, and actually, the surprising thing there is, guys, usually when you say 100 years old, you're probably thinking of a really old guy who can't walk anymore, frail and sick. These people are not. We saw some videos of them, actual videos of them interviewing the centenarians. That's what they call them. People get to be 100 years old, and they're still very strong,
Yes.
very sharp, very, very smart. They can live
By
by
themselves.
themselves on their own, and they usually just support themselves with their own farming, like small gardens, these kind of things. You'll be amazed. So we'll be reading more about that later, and hopefully that would be very interesting to you guys, and especially to those of our clients who are planning to retire, which of course JIP Migrate helps with. If you want to retire with your family, spend your golden years in Europe in a much better environment. There's no better place than in Europe. In Europe, there's lots of places you would want to retire, just like these guys, the centenarians who are in certain places of Europe. We'll be reading about that. All right. So before we get into the topic, maybe we can hear a video from our sponsor, which is JIP Migrate. All right, so yeah, roll it.
Are you an investor looking for the best ways to invest your vast amounts of wealth? There is no better place for investment than in Europe. GIP Migrate will serve you with the best property or business investments and earn golden visas for you and your family in Europe. Start now. Want to migrate to Europe? Contact GIP Migrate. We enable possibilities for those who are ready to move.
There you go, straight from the JIP Migrate team, offering you golden visas. If you are interested to invest in properties or business and retire and just live your golden years in Europe, why not get a golden visa? That's what JIP Migrate can help you with, and which is actually one of the reasons why we got into this topic, because we recently have had much interest, peculiar. It's actually very peculiar. We have had some people interested to migrate either in Greece or in Italy or France, somewhere in the Mediterranean, where it's actual perfect weather. Yeah, perfect weather, not cold, not hot, just right, and it would very much tie in to the topic today. And we thought that this could be a very good educational material for those people who are interested to do the same. All right. So, well, anyway, that's what JIP Migrate can help you with. If you want to retire through the golden visas, we can help you with that. We can arrange all the things for you to have that golden visa with your family. All right. So maybe let's get into the topic now. Joni will be reading to you some things here.
Okay, so blue zones. First we have here is Sardinia, Italy.
Sardinia,
Okay,
yes.
Sardinia, Italy is an Italian island located in the Mediterranean Sea. Is unique in that it is home to the longest living men in the world. This population engages in regular physical activity and daily natural movement, and is known to walk significant distances through hilly terrain each day, promoting heart and bone health. Their diets are mostly plant-based, comprising an abundance of vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grain bread. Additionally, Sardinians prioritize strong interpersonal relationships, which contributes to their mental and physical well-being.
So that's Sardinia. We have
Yes.
another one.
Another one we have Ikaria, Greece.
Yes.
Approximately 8,000 people live on the small Greek island in the Aegean Sea known as Ikaria. The overwhelming majority of older people living in Ikaria report following a most plant-based diet, engaging in daily physical activity, socializing with friends and family, frequently avoiding smoking, and enjoying midday naps, all of which may contribute to their longer lifespans. Older Icarians are likely to remain physically active well into the 80s and 90s. A study investigating the longevity of Icarians demonstrated that approximately 6 out of 10 individuals over the age of 90 participated in regular physical activity, including walking and other moderate intensity activities.
All right. So those are the two places out of five. There are only five places in on Earth that can be called blue zones, and two of them are in Europe and in the Mediterranean region of Europe, the south part. So Italy and Greece. So that's why we were talking about that, and which is also the reason why I think some of our wealthy clients are interested to move to either Greece or Italy or France because they're kind of like imagining themselves retiring in this kind of setting, which would make sense because as we are reading here, some people get to be 100 years old here. Maybe there's something in the place that makes them really healthy. All right. Now commenting on the reading, well, all of these are quite intuitive, I guess. It was mentioned here that they eat plant-based food. What else was that? Like
They live their natural life.
the natural life or avoid smoking. You know what? In the videos that we watched, it's not exactly that way. We What did you see there? There was this couple, right? There was this couple from Italy, and the lady, the very old, 101 years old was she, and she was still smoking actually, which is a surprise. She was smoking, but she gets to be very old, and she's still very strong. She doesn't have diseases, and as I told you, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but they didn't need eyeglasses. Did you see eyeglasses on them?
No, they don't wear.
Hearing aids,
They don't also use those.
walking sticks, canes,
No.
wheelchairs.
No.
None of those, right?
None.
They're like normal people doing normal stuff, like.
They even live. Their house was around 3 floors above.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right. They don't live on the ground floor. They had to climb up the stairs.
Yes, every day.
Fourth floor, third floor. So they're quite strong. But the one that really got us is they still smoke. They smoke. So I'm wondering how can they live so long while smoking like that. But anyway, apparently from the video that we have watched, it also has to do with their um, physiology. They have biomarkers. That's what the scientists were very interested in. They have something in their blood, right?
Protecting their
Protecting
organs.
their organs from failing. Of course, that can be, you can expand more of those details in your own research. But basically, what we got from it, in layman's term, They have a good microcirculation. That's what they call it, right?
Yes.
They have good circulation. You can research about that, but basically, it's something they inherit because even the grandkids or the great grandkids have the same biomarkers that makes them very healthy. So even if they smoke, and I'm not saying that you should smoke. Even if they smoke, they still get to live to 100, 101, 102, and they're still strong. They're still very sharp as well. Like the interviewer was talking to them, and they can respond very well in English as well. Some of them, right?
Yes.
I remember this couple from Greece. They interviewed them. One was like a coach or something, someone who would give advice. Of course, why would you not, right? Why would you not take advice from a person who had already lived 100 years? I'd love to talk to somebody like that, right?
Yes.
Get life advice. And he was still very sharp, smart, sensible, and he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's listening to. Amazing, actually. And to think that he's 100 years old and his wife was helping him with dinner, right?
Yes.
Cooking, cleaning the house. It's amazing. 100 years old, both of them. Anyway, me and Johnny were actually discussing if we want to to reach 100. What was your answer?
No. I don't want.
For me too, because I told Joni, if you get to live to 100, you meet more bad people than good people.
Yes.
Just in our opinion, I don't know, this in life, in our opinion, we mostly meet bad people than good people. There are good people around, and we treasure them, but there's more bad people. Anyway, that's our personal opinion. Okay, so yeah, those are the two places on Earth that are blue zones. Okay, remember Italy and Greece, and actually a very small region of it as well. In Greece, it's Icarius, it's an island, and the other one is also a secluded region south of Sicily. All right, in Naples. It's
Sardinia.
Sardinia, yes. All right, so yeah, I don't know about you if you want to live at up to 100, but for us, not too much. But anyway, interesting topic regardless. All right, so let's continue. What other things we have had researched just to share to the people? Yeah.
Individuals living in blue zone regions engage in everyday physical activities such as gardening, walking, and climbing hills and mountains. Many of them maintain traditional lifestyles, refraining from using modern mechanical conveniences such as washing machines and farming equipment. Physical activity is protective against certain chronic conditions including heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, and is associated with improved psychological health and quality of life.
All right, so good. So it really affects your life if you have much physical activities. Like for me and Joni, we as we have told you in the other podcast, was that I forgot the other day. We walked 7 kilometers. Yeah, more than 7 kilometers the other day, and we usually would do that in the summer where the weather would be much better to walk. We would usually get it to like 10 kilometers. That would be our regular, right? 10, 12,
Yes.
15. um we remember we were in another country this time. Remember, we walked for 23 kilometers. Remember that?
It reached up to 24 to 25
25
kilometers.
kilometers. See.
Yes.
So yeah,
We
that
even climbed up the mountain that day.
mountains. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. So us, we really try to get to into physical activities. Even though I'm blind, I'm completely blind. We still try to get physical because we have time. So that's our life. We try to walk around. Joni would love seeing, the nature side,
The
the
birds.
birds, especially
Trees.
now birds are coming back. Oh, wonderful trees, um, rivers, hills. This is our cup of tea. That we enjoy that better than the cities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the cities, for me personally, because I'm blind, I cannot tolerate much noise, and in the cities, it's all busy. It kind of confuses me. But for you, what do you think personally? Would you like, what do you not like about the city, or what do you like?
I don't like the feeling of being too busy.
Too busy, too many people.
Too many people, everything's in rush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, kind of the same feeling, but much better here in Europe. Actually, when you say cities here, it's much more organized, cleaner, smells better
Yes.
compared to, because the other month we were traveling around Asia. We were in Dubai, we were in China, these kind of places, and in our home country, Philippines as well. Oh my gosh, the comparison. When you say dirty in those places, oh, it's really dirty. No offense to the Philippines. We love Philippines in certain ways, but Manila, our capital, is just very dirty. Smells terrible, and it's just very noisy everywhere. Too many people. So here in Europe, if you get to retire here, this is the point. You get to retire in Europe, you get a lot more peace, even in the cities, comparing to other cities in the world. Okay, so that's kind of the point. So anyway, so that's what we were talking about: physical activities in the life of a centenarian in the blue zones. What else do we have there?
I think we can take this as last one.
Uh-huh.
One's purpose in life, referred to as ikigai in Okinawa and plan de vida in Nicoya, which translates to why I wake up in the morning, contributes to human longevity and overall health and well-being. Individuals with a purpose in life are goal-driven, move through life with intention, and analyze life experiences for their personal growth and development. Having a greater purpose in life, whether that be a hobby, fulfilling career, or responsibility to take care for loved ones, is associated with numerous psychological benefits, including improved happiness, self-esteem, gratitude, and a positive outlook on life.
Yeah, I agree. Purpose in life would be a secret ingredient to living long, and the reason why, that's a good term, ikigai. And what's the plan de vida?
Yeah, plan
Plan
de
de vida,
vida.
the reason why you wake up. So yeah, if you have that, guys, then it can probably guarantee you longer life. If you don't have that, then the opposite, I guess. So yeah, that's part of their living in it was mentioned there, Okinawa, right? That's one of the blue zones as well in Japan, modern day Japan. So lots of 100-year-old people around there as well. We watched this video recently, actually today, in Okinawa. They were eating sweet potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
right? Did you
Yeah.
see the how it looked like? We have lots of those in the Philippines. Kamote, no?
Yes.
That's the Filipino term. So yeah, sweet potatoes. That's what they eat instead of rice. Usually, you would think, oh, Okinawa, Japan. You would think rice. Actually, the video said no. They don't. In Okinawa, they would eat more of sweet potatoes than rice, which probably would explain their health and their long life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good to know. Sweet potato. So if you have that, maybe that will help you. That will help you get a longer life. All right. So yeah, those are the things we have for the blue zones. Hopefully, this short topic would be helpful to you as well. At least entertaining and interesting. So yeah, we are especially thinking of the retirees, our clients who want to retire to Europe. If you have had your wealth already, you have enjoyed life, and you just want to move to a more peaceful setting, we can help you with that. Europe is the best place for retirement, we would say, especially in those parts where, in these regions where the centenarians are in the Mediterranean. So they actually mentioned about this Mediterranean diet, so you can probably get it there. So if you want to retire, maybe it's a good idea to retire in one of the Mediterranean countries, which most of our clients are, in Italy, Greece, or France. There's a part of France near the Mediterranean. So that also can probably work. So there you go. If you want to retire, that's what we can recommend to you. If you want to live 100 years old, then you can probably follow what we have read here, or do more of your research and try to see how do they do that. But so far, what we have researched, you know, are these. Okay, hopefully these were helpful. Anyway, so yeah, anything else to add on that?
No more.
No more. So there you go. Thank you so much for listening. And again, want to migrate to Europe?
Contact JIP Migrate.
We enable possibilities for those who are ready to move. See you here in Europe.
Bye.